Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Moyo K channel name. So today I'm going to talk about my abs in 2 weeks challenge. So I know most of you might be like, this is probably another chloeting challenge. That yes, we know you all got results. This, that, that. But chill, just chill, my guy, just chill, okay? The thing is that how would you know how the workout will work for you if you don't see different body sizes and shapes? So calm down, okay? Listen to me. So me, for example, I'm more dominant on my upper body and I'm like an upside down triangle, if that makes sense. Okay, now that's understood. So the thing about me is that since I've always known that I have been more dominant on my upper body, so I think around last year when I knew my best friend, because she used to work out, so she kind of motivated me. It was like around last 2 years, but I was not serious last 2 years, but I started getting serious last year. So that motivated me to keep on working out, and then I was just working out. So it wasn't really obvious. I now had more like a rectangular shape than an upside down triangle. I was kind of okay with the rectangle because I obviously prefer to be straight than to be an upside down triangle. If you get an upside down triangle or a T shape is more better for males, and obviously I'm not. So what I did was that I was working out as a last year up to this year before quarantine, and I had like a very almost to good figure, like something I would not even complain about. But then quarantine decided to strike and they told all of us to leave school. Okay, fine and good, we left school. I even came back home and I was looking at myself in the mirror taking videos. See my stomach, see this, that, blah 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 blah, everything is so flat, da. Little did I know that I was just joking. After the whole, like maybe like 1 or 2 weeks into quarantine, I didn't even know that I was adding weight. Like, you know when boredom is striking you but there is nothing to do and then you now eat for fun? That was me. Like anything I see, just take, eat, and then I'll not be satisfied. In fact, I might never be satisfied until I sleep. Then I'll know that okay, there is no need to eat in my sleep. And then like whenever anyone should go out to maybe like get groceries or like any like basic product, and then they will now buy, because we have like babies in the house, so chocolate, ice cream, snacks, things like that. And then, well, I'll obviously take it. You can't have all those kind of things at home and then decide that, oh Moyo, you're not taking anyone. Where does that happen? Well, my results afterwards was not good at all. I tell you, it was not good. Well, I'm going to show you the picture, but please don't come for me. Well, I finally decided to start working out. You know, when I even decided to start working out, I haven't even noticed that I already increased. I just knew that I was a little bit weak. I just knew like I was a little bit lazy. I was more lazy than usual. So I just decided to start, okay, let me just do my normal workouts that I usually do in school. Let me just be doing them at home. Okay, I started doing my normal workouts that I do in school at home. Well, it didn't yield to anything. Why? Because I was not watching what I ate. I kept on eating. Like when I mean I kept on eating mad bad. I'm like, it didn't even make any sense to me. I can take ice cream and then put chocolate inside, and then in fact, if there is biscuit, I'll put biscuit, chocolate, everything inside, and I'll eat it in one sitting. Go and take more if it's still available. That's to show you how bad it was for me. I finally decided, okay, let me just work out. And then so I decided to start a different workout program, and I started Chloe's 2019 summer shred challenge. While doing her summer shred challenge, it's for 35 days, so it was getting too long. I was like, I need results fast. I need results now. Give me the result now and here. But, well, obviously you can't get results that fast. But then I now saw something else when I got bored. 2-week shred challenge, and I'm like, why can't I do it? Why can't I do it? So I started like On the 20th day of the summer shred challenge, I finally decided to cut it off, and then I started the 2 weeks shred challenge. Well, I was seeing like a lot of videos before after. I'm like, well, no problem, these people probably lost ton of weight, their stomach went inside, everything was good, their shape was defined. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. So here I am already. I have tried it, and well, when I first started it, I think it's because I didn't know I had lost a lot from then, because I did not measure myself in the beginning. But when I looked at a picture before and then I looked at the picture after I ended the summer shred challenge, I saw the difference, but I didn't know that. So before I actually aligned the pictures to look at, it was like after I started the 2 week shred challenge. So when I started the 2 week shred challenge, I was kind of unmotivated, because I was like, oh, I didn't even get results from the last video, so why should I now do this one? So but then I'll just stop like at like 8 seconds to the end of the countdown, and then I'll stop. Like at times I'll unconsciously stop at 8 seconds. I don't even wait for the bim 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 to reach. I just stop at 8 seconds, and then I'll look, oh, it's actually 8 seconds. Like every time my body just decides to stop, 8 seconds to count down, 8 seconds to count down. Day one, I was very unmotivated, that's one is for sure. Then the second day, like the night after day one, I decided that I cannot be in quarantine and I'll be looking like this. So I was just thinking, and I'm like, should I leave regretting my body, or I should leave accepting myself? So that was a tough decision. And then I'm like, well, you know the answer. But the answer is kind of tough. Why? Because it requires commitment and dedication. Day two, I finally decided to, I still worked out, but it was like I was fighting with myself. I knew I was meant to diet, to upkeep my diet, so that I'll get like a very good shape afterwards. But then I was like fighting with myself. I'm like, you can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do, Moyo. You can't tell me what to do. Okay, I told you what to do, but you didn't do it. So on that day too, I finally decided. I stood up. Do you know when it means to stand up from a place? I stood up. I went to the kitchen. I went to cook food with tons of cheese inside. Like I packed cheese inside my food. Which African child used to pack cheese inside their food? Me. Why? Because I must rebel against myself. So day three, I'm like, I think day three, I finally just calmed down, and I decided to accept the fact that, oh, I'm doing a challenge, whatever. Just calm down, Moyo. And I was like, okay. Day five, since it was rest day, I decided to slack off a little bit on my diet. Note that since day one, I was doing like intermittent fasting, 19 to 4. But day five, I decided to slack off on my diet. I'm like, intermittent fasting. I was still even doing intermittent fasting, but I ordered junk food because I can. So I ordered junk food. I ate, and it was all good. So day 7, I finally saw that, oh, I've entered the final week. I'm entering the final week into this challenge. So I'm like, okay, so I think day 7, I now made a choice to like restrict myself more. So this is what I was saying to myself. Well, just listen to my stupid thoughts. I will do 20 to 4 intermittent fasting. I did not do the 19 to 6 properly. I wanted to do 20 to 4. I'll do 20 to 4 intermittent fasting. I will not take more than 1,000 calories. I'll only eat 1 meal a day. Blah, 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 blah. My dear, let me tell you, if you restrict yourself like that, there is a very high % chance you'll never want to work out again, because you'll be blaming it on the workout. If only I was not working out, I'll be eating all I want. If only I was not working out, I won't have this kind of restriction. So that was where my stupidity started, and I was like, okay, no problem. The first day 8, I wanted to do 20 to 4. Obviously, it did not work out the tiniest bit. I'm like, well, I got hungry. It's not my fault, but I still ate. Funny how I still ate below 1,500 calories. My assumed 1,500 calories. I can't go to the internet and start looking for, oh, what's the calorie for egg? What's the calorie for rice? What's the calorie for? chill. I will assume my calories and consume them. But the thing about my assumption is that I feel like they're always higher than the normal calorie intake, so it's kind of on the safe side. So that means if I actually assumed I ate 1,500 calories, that means it is probably 1,200 calories I took. Day 8, oh, I forgot to say, day 8 I didn't do this thing. For day 8 I didn't work out. So instead, I shifted my workout for day 8 to day 9. So day 8, I didn't work out. I shifted it to day 9. Fine and good. 12. For day 12, I just made this decision when it was day 12 that, oh, look, I've already almost reached the last race, the last battle, the last journey to this challenge, just remaining 2 days. So why should I now go on the internet and now not show them so much result? That I want my last 2 days to be all good and fine, that I want to like at least have reduced 2 kg in the last 2 days. This was just my thoughts. So I was like, well, day 12, the last 2 days, I'm not just going to eat anything. I'm just basically going to do water fast. You see, at this point, like some things I just say, that's where my mistake used to start. I'm like, I'm just going to do water fast. Moyo, water fast. I'm like, yes, I'm going to do water fast. Don't worry, it's just for 2 days. I'll end by day 15, which is today. But obviously, I'll end like in the 15th day, not day 15, because there's no day 15. So I was like, well, water fast, okay, fine, I'm good. Well, the funny thing is that I actually did that water fast day 13 up till 11 o'clock. Then my body started playing with me. Why? Because everybody in this house decided to be eating the time I was feeling hungry. I'm like, hey, Moyo, see what you've done to yourself. And the funny thing is that I used to think that whenever I'm doing anything fasting, I used to feel like if I don't eat this now, that food will disappear when I want to eat it. So that's like my motivation to break my fast. When you eat it, because when you want to eat it, you'll not find it again. But then that's just stupid, because when you want to eat it, it will probably still be there. And then why didn't you just do your fasting once and for all? So I'm just like, I decided to break my fast because I was actually having a very bad headache. And I could not even do like the tiniest bit of workout, so it was affecting my head. So I decided to pause the workout a little bit, and then I quickly went to go and get something to eat. But what I cooked that day was undone, but I still ate it because I needed to put something in my mouth on time before I fainted. On that day 13, I did my workout from 11 p.m. to like 12 a.m. almost getting to 1 a.m. Why? Because I did not eat on time. Oh yeah, I did also tell you guys for day 13, yeah, that time I was fasting, I also took pictures. Like I did makeup on that day and I was looking so good. I'm like, is this me? Like my body basically transformed, and I'm like, whoa. Even in my video, I unconsciously stood up. I'm like, one more thing, I'm so grateful for my body. Chloe, see. Oh, Chloe, see my body. Thank you. I'm like, Chloe, look at my body. I'm so happy. Like, excuse me, I should be proud of myself. You should not tell me how to feel. And that is what happened. So day 14, like you don't understand. When yesterday came, when day 14 came, like immediately I ended the last section.
Listen.
Hallelujah. It's finished. Oh, madam, chloeting, man.
14 days gone. The last section was reverse plank. And then I ended reverse plank. I'm like I shouted. I was like, whoa, man, guy, I'm done. Okay, so now that you guys have heard my story, for any of you that can relate to it, I just hope that this is just me trying to motivate you, yeah? I just hope that whatever choice you make, you'll be proud of it. Love your body regardless. But if you feel there's still one tiny thing I can change about it, this. If you can add salt, sprinkle it, trust me, every human being on earth has the shape in them. It's just remaining just to cut off a little bit of fat. But if you like your body the way it is, then go ahead. Me, I haven't gotten to my best body shape or best size yet, though this is meant to just be for you to get healthy, obviously, but people still want other things. So if you don't like where you are now, you are not stagnant. Change it. This is quarantine. Which better time would you have? If you go back to school or you go back to work, you'll probably be like, oh, I'm probably too busy to work out, I'm this to work out, I'm that to work out, when you go back to school or when you go back to work. But now that you have the time, it's free. Please pick. You just need like an hour in your day. So why can't you do it? Why can't you just stand your feet up, make a decision? Just for 14 days, I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to go ahead with it. Feel good. I'm going to leave her program in my description box, so you guys should just try it. Just try to push yourself up. Try to feel good about yourself. Progress is not fast. Progress is a slow process, so you need to start before you can see a change, which is what I have started. You guys should just please sculpt yourself in the way you'll be proud of yourself. I'll show you my weight before, my weight after, how I look before, how I look now, and see for yourself. There is a very huge difference. So please do what is best for you. So if you like this kind of content, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, and God bless. Bye. It didn't yield to anything. Why? Because I was not watching what I ate. I kept on I kept on eating.